Hey everyone, just another Tesla guy. Today we're gonna do a little different type of video. Today is December 9th, 2023. I picked up this car, this Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive, December 8th, 2022. So it has been exactly 1 year since I picked up this car. So I just want to let you guys know about my thoughts, my likes, my dislikes, and just any feedback I have about this car and what I think about basically full self driving as well too. So yeah, let's start off with the likes of this car. I love it. It's great. I've been driving this car pretty much every single day almost since I picked up the car. Maybe a few days here and there where I did not drive, but generally I'm in this car driving daily. And I love how fast it feels, like getting in and out of spots, merging into lanes, just pressing on the pedal to go, it just goes, and it's great. I know this is the slowest model there is, but it feels fast enough for the daily things that I needed to do. And it has been great. Using it, driving it, I have no issue with it. And just overall, my driving experience with this car has been great. Pretty much because a lot of times it's on autopilot driving. So, especially on this highway here, the car is really doing most of the work, and my hands are on the steering wheel, just kind of applying those pressure that the car needs it to be. But otherwise, my foot's not on the pedal, my foot's just resting on the floor itself, and it's a really comfortable drive on long stretches of highways. The charging experience has also been good. I have solely been charging this at home, and I'll put up a screenshot. It's around $600 I have paid since I got the car. In terms of just charging the car, $600. I save around $900 if I had a gas car in similar pricing, and had I been paying for gas, the price would have been about $1,500, $1,600. So quite a bit of savings here. I know this is just an estimate based on what Tesla is saying, but definitely has been cheaper to charge at home versus getting gas. And speaking of charging, my battery health and just degradation. When I picked up this car, the range was 273 miles at max. Now it's about 261, 262 miles when it's fully charged out. So about a 4-5% battery degradation in 1 year. And I have driven this car for, let's see, lifetime 16,000 miles in this last year. I have used about 3,500 kilowatts, and my average watt per mile is about 218. So really efficient. I remember when I first picked up the car, it was the watts per mile was around 240 to 50 on the higher end. Mainly I was using a lot of heat because it was during the winter when I picked up the car, so that was factored in. But over the year it averaged out, and now it's at 218. So pretty efficient for this size. The next really best thing about this is definitely full self-driving. When I picked up the car, I opted in for the enhanced autopilot, which costs $6,000 extra at that point. I got the autopilot, I got the auto lane change that was included, but the things that were missing and lacking were the auto park, summon, and auto summon. Oh, sorry, smart summon, actually. A year later, it's still not here. I don't have auto park on this car. I don't have summon. I don't have smart summon. right? Those will be super useful, especially in my garage. It's a small garage, so having Summon is helpful. I can back the car in, have the car come forward, and not have to worry about being in a tight parking spot. But a year later, it's still not here, and I paid for the feature. And I did not opt in for the full self-driving because at that time it was $15,000, and you weren't really like eligible to get full self-driving even if you pay for it. So I'm pretty sure if I paid for it, I would not have gotten it until it was widely released June of this year, July of this year, which is when I decided to subscribe to full self-driving to test it out. And because I have the enhanced autopilot that I paid for, the $6,000, subscribing was cheaper. Instead of subscribing paying $200 to subscribe for it, I would pay $100, which is what I have been doing. And full self-driving has been great. As you all know, it takes me from point A to point B. I use it pretty much every single day. Every time I'm driving the car, it's on full self-driving. It does most of the work for me. The lane changes, merging in highways, getting off highways. I rely on full self-driving to do it for me. And of course, there are times I have to jump in, and you have seen that in my other videos where I do have to disengage. But for the most part, it has been great. I'm currently on version 11.4.4, and I believe at this recording the most recent update is 11.4.8.1, which have some new features. Mainly the one I like the most, which I believe came with 4.7, was maintaining the speed. If the speed limit changes, what this car would normally do is it will lower its speed on the highway despite every other car not changing their speeds. So I will have to manually speed it back up to get it back to where I was, while the update will allow the car to just kind of stay at that speed. And I really would like that, versus having to manually update the speeds, increase the speed to make sure that I am keeping up with other cars. But with 11.4.4, I think it's great. It's not the newest version. It's not version 12, which I know it's being released internally to Tesla employees, but 11.4.4 has been great. Have some still bugs, of course, but yeah, it has been able to just take me everywhere, and it's been great. I don't have to focus or just kind of drive because the car is doing our work for me. It changes lanes for me and gets off and on highways for me. But speaking of changing lanes, one of the most important things that I wish will be addressed is the minimal lane change option. I would like for that to be on at all times. I don't want it to be disengaged and I have to re-engage it every time when I start a new drive, because it's just annoying. It goes at 60, it goes at, let's say the speed limit is 45, it's going at 44 maybe, it will want to change lane to get to 45. Like, I'm totally fine with it, because if the car's in front of me, it can't go at 45. I don't need to change lanes every few seconds. So that's one thing that I wish it would fix. Apply some force. Yep. Then the notifications asking me to apply hands on here. I'm actually okay with it. It does makes, I know a lot of people want it to be like just away, so the hands can be off the whole entire trip and just let the car do its work. I'm actually okay with it. My hand's already on the steering wheel anyway, so that way I can just disengage for most part, because I just rest my hand on the bottom part and it's pretty comfortable. I don't need to do anything, and it generally does feel the force of my hand anyway when my hand's on the bottom part of the video. Sorry, on the bottom part of the steering wheel. I just know in videos I take it off so that you guys can see I'm not applying force onto it. But I keep my hand here, it's comfortable, and it detects the force. So here's me bumping it up to 60. But yeah, the notification, it's okay to me. I don't mind it going away, but I don't really mind it being here. But I know one other thing that I do want to be fixed is the wipers. So here's me just turning on the wipers manually. But there are numerous times it will just start wiping for no reason, because I think the light cause the cameras up here to think that it's raining when it's not. It just looks silly. And because I use full self-driving, I cannot have it off. So right now, if I try to switch to off, it would jump back to auto, because the wipers have to be on auto when I'm using full self-driving. If I'm not using full self-driving, yes, I can turn it off right away. But then once I engage full self-driving, it will just swipe back on for no reason. That should be fixed. I know Elon said that it would be fixed, but where is the fix? It's not here yet. What else? Yeah, and just the update that I just got, 11.4.4. While that's a full self-driving, there was one improvement recently on the newest update that I have, which allow me to start and disengage full self-driving with just one press down of the stock here, which has its benefit. I like it more than having it pressed down twice, mainly because of the disengagement. So if you use an option where you have to press down twice to engage full self-driving, when you turn the steering wheel a little bit harder, it will disengage the auto steer portion, which means it will stop steering for me, but the car would still continue moving with the traffic cruise part. When you switch it to only one press down to start engage full self-driving, it completely turns off, or it removes the option of cruise control. So pressing down once, full self-driving. You turn the steering wheel a little harder, it will completely disengage full self-driving. You have to press on the pedal for it to go. There's no cruise control. And I like that. I like that more than the older way. And it's just simple. One press starts, one push up to disengage like before. But like the one push to start, I've gotten it used to it already since I got the update maybe a week ago. So definitely like that. So like push up to disengage, push down once, it's on full self-driving. It's great. And I'll wait for the car to just stop right here to show you guys. Wait, no, it's not stopping. But what I want to show you guys is that if I turn the steering wheel, it completely turns off full self-driving. See, there's no blue icon here. This is not blue. I have to press on the pedal for it to go, which is what which I like, versus in the old way, which I can still change it. I can still have it switch back to the old way where I can press down twice to start, but like pressing down once, disengaging like that, there is no cruise control, there is no auto steer, that's off completely. And I like that. I like that a lot more than the older method of disengaging but still having cruise control on. So for maintenance, since I got the car, I had two maintenance with Tesla, two maintenance service with Tesla. The first one was there was some condensation on my brake lights in the back, and at that point when when the condensation started to show up, it was around the, I believe, 6,000, 7,000-ish miles, which is time for rotation of the tires. So I did set up a request for that, so I can just fix both. And because I think it's within the 1-year warranty, so they did replace my brake light for free under the warranty, and only charge me for the tires rotation. Like, I know I could have gotten a cheaper price if I shopped around for tires rotation, or even get it done for free, but since Tesla was coming to get the brake light to be replaced for warranty, I just asked them to do the rotation of the tires, and that's been great. They came straight to my house, swapped it, 10-15 minutes, done. I didn't have to do anything. They came straight to me. And that was, the price was around $65. So basically $65 to rotate my tires. And seeing how convenient it was for them to just come and just straight to my house, do the tire swap. I didn't even have to be there for them to do it. So I decided, now that I was around the 16,000 miles, last week I set up another appointment for him to come straight to my house to do another rotation of the tires, because it was time. And the day that they came, or the day that they were coming, I actually got a warning from my car saying that my wheels were on low pressure. So the wheels were at, the pressure was around 35, 36. All the wheels were around 36, 30, 35, 36. And the recommended pressure was 42. So they came out to do the rotation, and I just brought out that it was low on pressure. And the technician actually checked the tire wear of my wheels and said they were both, after even swapping it, they were now pretty much wearing out evenly, and there was zero need for them to rotate my tires. And they just gave me pressure onto the wheels to bring it up to 42. And they didn't charge me anything. So maintenance on this car, since I got it, was pretty much that $65 for the tire rotation. And Tesla did it all for me. I set it up in the app. I submitted some photos of the water condensation in the brake light, and that was it. They came out, rotate my tires, swap out the brake light, and this second time, same thing. I set up the appointment in the app, and they took care of it. They came out, and it was great. So the mobile service has been great. The maintenance has been great. Yeah, maintenance has been zero, besides just their tire rotations. Charging at home has been great. I pretty much charge about once every 3-4 days in the summer, and now it's getting a little colder here, is every 2-3 days, just because I have the heat on. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's been a long rant, actually, long rambling, I mean, of just my thoughts and feedback on the car. Overall, I love it. It's great. It gets me from point A to point B. The car does the work. I'm just the passenger, I feel like, at sometimes. I am watching the road. Like, I have to disengage if things happen. But otherwise, yeah, charging at home has been great. I love it. Get out, plug it in, wake up in the morning, it's fully charged. I don't have to worry about stopping midway to get power or charge it up. Like I said, I never used a supercharger before because I just never had to. I was able to just pretty much get to point A, get to everywhere I go within the range I had. So I never had any range anxiety, I would say, because I was able to get everywhere I go. Yeah, love it. Fast. Enjoy this car a lot. Yeah, really the biggest dislike, like I guess, full self driving, is it don't merge on time. No blinking. I mean, yeah, no blinker when you're merging in from the highway, from the side to the highway. Other than that, like, I really enjoy this car. But yeah, this is it. Let me know if you have any questions about it down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you guys. Thanks for watching this one. Bye for now.